Years back, it was all about 33-pound road Aba, 51 Iweka road, Papa Ajasko, Fuji House of Commotion, and the likes. Who would have thought that Nollywood would in the nearest future become a global sensation? Who would have thought? You are welcome again to another beautiful episode of the Veegilant podcast, and today we have a very nice point of discussion in hand. We have it, the Nollywood film industry, the growth and how the development has affected the country's politics, society, economy, and the culture as well. All right, welcome back again to the Veegilant podcast, and today I'll be doing this with Grace.
I'm here.
Grace, how ready are
I'm
you?
here.
Okay,
and I'm very happy at this moment that we are going towards the weekend. That go and be refreshing and Easter period coming gradually.
I feel the same. So, the Nollywood film industry is a big name.
Tiwa.
It's a big name. Thought globally. So why won't we talk about it? So let's start with this one, Grace. Before we go to the present or before we look to the future, we have to bounce back to what has
to the past.
What has been happening, where we came from.
Where we are coming from. We can't ignore it.
We look at it, even give credit if possible. So we want to look at the status quo and what has changed. We had the moments where we have those soundtracks that make us scared, all those ones.
Like those epic movies.
We came from somewhere, and today we want to look at that somewhere we came from and how we emerge from there to our present position.
Yeah, the truth is that we are progressing in Nigeria, and the states which Nollywood is right now, they have taken us, like they have showcased that cultural norms, they have showcased our cultural identities to a point that if Nigeria right now cough, Africa will shake. So
they are really the giants of Africa.
They are in the area of our industry have pushed us there that when Nigeria cough right now, like Africa will shake. No
doubt. Once it comes to music, film,
all the entertainment industry, both football, both movie, music, and even content creating.
Yes. Now it's only politics. So sad.
Don't worry, we still get there. But the thing is that we have really gone far. We have moved over the era of colonial era. We have moved over the golden era. Our own video. I don't know if you grow to meet that era of those video CD and all of that. I can
remember that we used to go and hire films.
So maybe you are part of the Netflix and cinema.
No. I can remember VCD and DVD.
I was telling someone inside last week. I was telling the person that where Nigeria is going to with entertainment industry now, we are at the peak.
You see what they did with Tribe of Judah?
Girl, exceptional. Kudos to Funke Akindele, my own role model, man.
Really
that woman, she's the publicity was mad. Even before watching the story or the movie itself, every of the trailer, every of the content they were given to promote that movie, you would think that this is the movie because it's like this the movie you are watching, let alone when the movie now appear before us. That movie was
promotion
a banker.
Was a big part of it.
Yes.
So what I want us to dwell on right now is the qualities of the past movies, where we think things we have been doing in the past, but now it has changed. We are going to touch those past and present. So we just compare and see how we really changed.
Okay. To me, I'll still give kudos to our old Victorians actor and legend, the likes of Sam Loco, the life of this our late Mr. Ibu, may so rest in peace. And we have our own Sophia. Yeah, we have our own Mama G,
yes,
General. Oh, good kudos to all of them, and some of them are still doing well, but it's unfortunate some fall back because they were not able to follow the trend. The growth have really happens along the years and all of that. Technology have taken place and all of that, but we still have to give accolades to them. When we were still watching this, I don't know. Did you watch this movie, Egg of Life? Do you watch?
Of course, I did.
Egg of Life, how epic it is, and when children will be watching it, then it looks like a horror film to us.
Yeah.
When you can go and bring, I could remember after watching the Egg of Life, they'll tell me go and bring water inside.
You'll be scared. Oh, that was our own horror movie.
So we are still going to we still have to give them kudos to their morality.
Yeah.
They portray the decency.
Yeah.
Unlike because they still have advantage of the old Nollywood and the new Nollywood when they portray how decent our own culture is and all of that. So unlike now that they can showcase with the Gen Z generation, with the millennial, like they are ready to explore with their body, and all in the name of we are shooting a movie.
Yes.
So that's the era. We are going to look at about maybe their storytelling.
Yeah.
Nigeria cinema industry was known to always give us maybe irrelevant and shallow, where we can easily predict. When watching it, you think
there's always a wicked uncle. Once we see Chiwetalago, we already know that he's about to do something like this.
It's not they are trying to switch or divert from different rules.
Yes.
Before this, Mama G is someone we have known to be that woman. If she's in the movie like this,
wicked stepmother.
I think I had a story of when she stepped into Onitsha one day, and they said they were stoning her in Onitsha market.
People actually thought that in real life she is wicked.
So that
evil.
So that is it. So but along the line, we can see her in cinema movie portraying other roles and other characters, and we can see, it now makes us to see how diverse they can be with their character, how they can switch over character and all of that. And so that's about the storytelling part. And we are still going to look into production quality. This the old Nollywood, you all know that. Back then when I'm watching Nollywood, the thing that I'll first of all look is the graphics. If the graphics is just somehow shallow, I'll say I already predict that this movie is not going to.
It reminds me of something. A ghost with a shadow.
A ghost with a shadow. So that's it. So their graphics then, though maybe it's the technology aspect of it, but along the line, technology have taken place more. Technological equipment have been brought out, have been manufactured, and so it have enhanced the production of the new Nollywood. So and then maybe there was no profit back then. So maybe they are trying to manage the resources, and this is not. And one thing is that most of them back then, what they were doing this movie because it's their hobby. They were not doing it because
of the money.
Maybe this is my profession. They were doing it. I just want to, like, what makes them happy. I think if you listen to what's it called, Patient Ozokwa's story, she said she was just doing it just because she want to be happy at that point in time. I think she said with her story, she said her husband was very ill because she got married to an old man and all of that. So at that point she was depressed and all. So she just wanted what she can do to be happy. So it was not a case of this is my profession, I can earn meet from it. So it was all about their hobby, what they just like doing. They just like playing with it and all of that. And we can see the profitability aspect of it.
Yeah.
Now movie industry, they can owe up to it. They can live. Most of them are living to it. Maybe they don't have other jobs.
Yeah,
they have taken it as their own profession.
Yeah.
And the profit aspect of it is maybe putting it out to the cinema. And you know how many streams that they will get and all of that and all that. So then the distribution aspect of it, we only know our own back then. We only know our own DVD.
Yeah.
Inside, I can buy a DVD. I will rent it to thousands of my neighbors. You know. How do you expect?
Just like I said in the intro, like the distribution ended at Pound Road, 33 Pound Road, about 51 Iweka Road, and somewhere in Idumota, Lagos. So those were their distribution companies. It was just a domestic distribution within the country. It wasn't going out.
It makes me to remember those their advert. Grab your copy now. Iweka Road. It has been funny, but there have been tremendous growth. That is what I have to say.
Oh, Grace, you said quite a lot of things, and they are actually true. I just felt that maybe you were in the production crew back then, because all you said is true. One of their ills is that they lacked like a good production quality, and that might be because of the existing technology then. The lighting, the sound, the editing, we are just like a low budget something, but then we managed it and it made us happy as kids. And another part of it is that they depended on quantity,
not quality.
No, you see part 1, part 2, part 3. One movie, part 4, part 7.
Like I remember this movie Ndemili. I think it was up to
and it gets to a point it now lacks content. They don't know what they are doing again. They just want to continuation, so they will be selling. They don't check the quality of what they are taking out there. And again, I think because of how limited internet access was then, they couldn't like promote like their videos like online, unlike what we see today, that even before a movie is out, publicity has been made for it, and we already know that this movie is coming out on so date, and we are waiting it. Like we download it or go to the cinemas to watch it on the day it is released. But then they didn't have such advantage.
And let me quickly say this: is now old movie is only restricted to just our own geographical society. But now, because it's on cinema, it's on some streaming website and all of that, even abroad they stream it
very well.
Like this Tribe of Judah, I could see when during their when it was out, I could see some of the diasporas, they were going to their various cinema center to go and view it. So that is it. And
again, I think they were not actually diversifying in their storylines. Every time is about
rephrasing,
wicked stepmother, evil uncle, ritualist, cultism, like, and they were not even being
religious and all of that. If you keep
watching their movie, you might grow up with the mindset that every of your uncle, that they are wicked, or every
yes. I can remember when I was doing when I was in school. There's this course I did, African history of Africa, or African history, something like that. I cannot remember that course. So I learned during the course that most of the ideas and mindsets we are having in Nigeria is because of Nigerian movies. It has reshaped our mindset and our thinking. Like you cannot collect something from a stepmother,
because she's obviously like
because they have portray it out there in the movie industry that there is something attached to that. No, it has take away our humanity. Even when someone is trying to be kind to you on a normal basis, you begin to doubt it. So that is it.
Okay, so we have looked at the status quo, like what has been happening in the past. Then I think the advantage that the present movie industry, the film industry have is that they have like enough platform for publicity. There's so many of them. You said that, and also we saw the emergence of TV lines like Iroko TV. They were advertising movies, like publishing them, and like we could get across so many movies just through our phones. You don't even need to go and buy them. Then I think again here it's just the opposite of what has been happening in the past. Now they have like quality cameras, lighting equipment that once they like the quality. Because me personally, if I want to download a movie or see a movie, I first of it's the quality that we catch.
The graphics.
If it's not clear enough, I might not even go to see it. So I think that yes, I give them their flowers. They have been doing quite a lot of things that are interesting and captivating in the past rather, but right now I think it's just a growth. Yet it happened. If you don't grow, there is nothing you can look back at to say I came from here and this is how far we've come.
Yeah, and theme of the movies too, we have grown out of where they only portray the superstitious aspects, things that we don't even know if it's existing. Just like this you watch the new Japan.
Let's not. I don't want to say anything.
And another great that have attached to the growth of the movie industry is making it a course of study, even in the tertiary institution. So it's not more what is inside you. There is other technical part of it you can go and learn out there. So it has really enhanced it too. Okay. Hope you're hearing that. They have been doing quite well.
Yes, we just grew up, and which is normal for every living thing.
It's not more a case whereby someone will say Nigerian movie. What are they and they do? It's like, even when you don't have interest in it, with the publicity of some movie, just like Tribe of Judah, other of our films, Kemi Adetiba, this Gang of Lagos. So let's not be channeling it into Olefuke Akindele. That lady has been doing great. Kemi Adetiba, Gang of Lagos, Brotherhood, and all of that. The writer of that movie, the producer of that movie. So like with their publicity, it will make you to you will not want to underrate Nigerian movie industry anymore.
Okay, I would have asked what brought about the change, but I think we have answered.
We have
answered all of that in this point of discussion. So we go over right to the next one, and this is: can you identify any specific Nollywood film that had or have had a significant impact on shaping cultural norms or challenging stereotypes?
Oh yes, a lot.
Okay.
A lot. I've said earlier on that we have grown above where our theme of the movie is about religion, superstition, what's it called? Tradition, culture.
Igwe and his guards going to the forest.
You understand? So
and get me an egg.
So they have used movie industry as a medium to channel what issues or attack issues that are affecting Nigerians right now. So in area of politics. So like this movie that I was asking you before we came into the air, Black November. That movie was a bomb.
It's related to something else. I think it's all black. I wanted to talk about Black Book. It was released last year.
November. That movie. You will see how our traditional rulers, our politicians are embezzling our own natural resources that all of us should be enjoying. But the movie make us to give us an open sight of this is our natural resources. Every citizen is entitled to make profit from it. Not only the traditional rulers, the so-called politicians. No. And even if, because you are there as a leader, making sure that everything is in place, there should be accountability. That is where movie industry have opened our eyes, just like that Black November have like there should be accountability.
Yes.
And you will see some movies when they are acting, especially maybe of those Lagos settings movie, they will tell you, and this road needs to be fixed. They will just want to chip it in, so that for the masses and the governor should know what to do.
Just pass an information with that.
That is indirectly. Yes. So that is.
You know, when
so there are other movies. There are other movies that have shown like she must be obeyed. There's so many things you will like. She's cultural even this industry. Jennifer Diaries that we are watching, that we only laugh, maybe we only see the comic aspect. There are so many things to learn. I was telling someone yesterday, to be precise, I was telling him that there was a scene in Jennifer's Diary that I don't know whether you watched that episode, where she was about to buy something at the supermarket. So an army man came, standing behind her. She have to show that patriotism. And sir, with that has stupid English. Oh, sorry, Funke. So with the English she always portrays. So, sir, can you move to the front, please? Other people were grumbling. Why will you do that? We are on the queue. But she make it out there and make us to see the reason why we should give accolades to this military personnel. She was like, can your father go out there to service forest, if I get that pronunciation correctly, to service forest, to go and fight war. But these people will take their time, leave their families behind, and go and fight war for us. Even though some of the force agency, they have portrayed maybe negative side, but there are still good ones there. And aside that, if we as an individual, we are disrespecting our own uniform, our force uniform, how much more people from outside. So that is it. So they have really teach us some morals and all of that.
When you're talking, the series that came to my mind, it was Wura.
Oh, Wura. So like, I'm still waiting for today's episode.
And I've learned. I'm talking from my experience now. I've learned quite a lot of things. I think the latest series where this man Fola was trying to advocate for his community, and normally I never knew that if a mine should be like constructed
in your community,
that the community has their own percentage.
Oh yes.
So like that, through that movie, they have been able to pass informations to people that like educate you that you should know that
your right. You should know your right in that
aspect. Like the people of Iberia, what they were doing in the past series. And also there is this movie that was a big sensation late last year. That's the Black Book. It starred RMD and the rest of them. And the book, it was like in the in the movie, it was all about like police injustice and discrimination, how they killed his son. Like he didn't do anything, they just accused him. But it just an eye opener for us to see what's happening in the society.
I know what justice is all about. And there was this particular
part that they played in the movie. I was like, oh wow, so this, like, they are passing information freely to us, just download your information. There was this part that this man, he's residing in the Far North, a very big man, and he owns an illegal mine. So what they do in order to distract the government is like they sponsor bandits to go and carry out activities. Not like they want there's anything wrong, but they want to use the bandit activities to distract the government from the main thing that is happening there, which is illegal mining. So they will. So I was like, oh,
it's still happening now. It's actually happening now.
This is what happens. So these people, it's not like bandits go about making trouble. There are people that are paying them to go and distract the government from the actual thing that is happening. So like that is just a movie, but then it has passed an information about police discrimination and illegal mining.
And some of their movies is funny enough, sometimes it's always a fiction and it's always end up as a reality. Maybe something that is not even happening, as if they are foreseeing it, and maybe they are prophets around them.
I give them kudos because like they have moved from like giving us fantasies and some unrealistic storylines to making it more like they look into the society, see a problem, and they develop it to be a movie. It's just like another movie that came out in, I think, 2020, Citation.
Okay. Citation.
Yeah, Citation. It has $10
Unluckily, I didn't watch it.
So before that movie, I think late 2019, there was this BBC documentary that was going about. It was called Sex for Grade.
Okay.
They were investigating into matters of like sexual harassment and abuse that is going on between female students and their lecturers. So after that movie, a year, I think Citation came a year after. That's in 2020, and like
it was all about
the team was all about it. So this like a kind of opening our eyes, educating us on what's going on. Not like someone not like those times we see people like when they want to put poison in your food, some things that we don't actually need. But no, I give them their credits. They are doing things that are more realistic, eye-opening, sending warnings out for us to be vigilant. Just like the Veegilant podcast. Yes. So, I think they have played quite a role both in politics, culture. Should we talk about culture? Look at what Kunle Afolayan is doing with the Yoruba
that guy is a genius.
Culture.
Like he's actually using his movie to promote Yoruba culture.
But whenever I see a movie produced, I'm going to watch because he portrays the beauty of the culture there.
No, back then we only know Nigerian movie industry to be this Igbo settings. Like they have stand up. He has like him specifically, and let me say Funke. They have stand up to showcase these. You cannot chance us. We are both Nigerians.
When it comes to history and culture, I give it to Kunle Afolayan. He's really doing well for the Yoruba society, for Nigeria as a whole.
He met it in
look at Jago Jago. Look at Anikulapo. Oh, I think he's not the one that produced Jago Jago, but he's still part of it. These are people that learned from him.
We cannot ignore that Jago Jago. Cannot ignore the what's it called, the makeup aspect of it, my dear. That I've forgotten the guy's name. Kinikon Effect, that's the guy's name. That guy is like he's a genius in makeup.
Is it Jago Jago? I think he did that in Anikolapo, the series that came out recently.
I think he was the makeup artist for that. He was the makeup artist for Jago Jago. Like that guy is. We cannot ignore that too, because this is part of what is making the movie unique. So it's not only the character, the settings, even the makeup.
They make the culture look so beautiful. I would be guy. Most of the times I just want to go. It's not about the storyline. I just want to go and admire the culture, the beauty of the Yoruba culture, and just believe me, how much more this will be doing to people outside, people that are not Nigerian, seeing the beauty of the culture of the country. It's something to adore.
No, back then we are underrated, but now I said if Nigeria cough, now Africa will shake. Africa will shake. Yes, we see. Not only the movie industry. Let's dive into music industry. Our own Wizkid, our own Burna Boy.
Let's not boast. Let's not boast.
You know, but you say these guys are really making us proud.
Say it again. If Nigeria coughs,
Africa will shake.
Yeah,
Yes.
if the government comes, we
Like, don't keep this moral I'm having.
No.
Let me hype my own Nigeria. At least we are getting there.
Okay, I think we are getting somewhere, because we said that we are going to look at how they have interpreted or changed our mind towards some certain stereotypes, and how they have tried to expose what is going on in the political world, and how they have boosted our culture. Then I think we are actually missing out somewhere. We are not pointing at somewhere, which is the economic part of it.
Oh yes.
Like, you know that before I said it, and I'll say it again, that our distribution and publicity ended at Alaba International Market, Idumota, Lagos, Iwe Road, £33 road about. But right now it's obvious. It's not like I think we are going global. We are on Netflix, we are on Amazon, we are everywhere you want to see us. We are even on illegal sites. For those of you that go to download from illegal sites, we are everywhere. And no matter where we are, believe me, we are generating revenues, we are making money. So I think we should look at movies that have actually given Nigeria money. And
we should not scrap this. This industry have been one of the industry that have given employment to Nigerian youth right now. Not when I check the statistics, like 3,000 employed people inside the movie industry. And maybe 1 million indirectly employed, because it is because of this movie industry, this content creating, this entertainment generally, that all of these social media is producing. They can bring their content out there. You can just as me and you now, we are doing this for commercial purpose. We are not, you know,
no, it's passion. It's
just to passion. So just for the commercial purpose, and it's we are talking about the movie industry and what they have done, and it's for our commercial purpose, girl. So this is indirectly giving us employment. So that is what they have actually contributed to the Nigeria economic
aspect. I think that you said one, which is job creation. Another one is that they have boosted tourism. You know, when you publicize your country and people now start knowing more about it. Imagine someone watching Anikolap or Jago, all of those movies that tends to make Nigeria so beautiful, and you're outside there and you have been hearing something outside that about Nigeria, you would like to come and see for yourself. And I think it has boosted tourism very well. Again, you know, the way they show the beautiful side of Lagos, the island, and people that used to think that Nigeria is a bush, that Africa is only about monkeys and trees and bananas. Oh no. I think you've seen our locations and the beautiful structures, and people were like, oh wow, somewhere like this is in Africa.
I think we should go. There was a movie they shot around Delta. Like, I have to ask and make a research. Is this really Delta?
Did you see Bread of Life?
My God!
I was like, but is that location? Is it in this inside our Nigeria?
But my girl, the thing is that promoter of that movie, needed to be lied down and flogged, because that movie was a bomb.
He didn't get enough publicity.
Talking about Tribe of Judah. Tribe of Judah is nowhere around about this movie, but the publicity was no. Like anybody that handled that publicity. It's not just
them. A lot of the producers must have learned from what Funka Kindele did with the promotion. He did
that movie. It really pays me for the publicity that people were. It was not a talk of the town, just like Tribe of Judah, because the storyline, the settings, the characters, it was massive, girl.
And aside boosting tourism, I think it has like generated enough revenue. Just look at Tribe of Judah. Within a space of 3 weeks, it was able to make 1 billion. It's not million, a billion.
As of then, I don't know now.
Yeah, it has passed that. And even this movie, Black Book, when it was released last year, 2020, it made a lot of money. And aside that, people in different countries, Argentina, Brazil, every other African country, we are trying to stream it, and like money is being generated, made, employment is being given, and then look at tourism being boosted just through movies. I think that's the industry. They have done quite a lot of things for Nigeria, and this podcast is just for us to give them their flowers, acknowledge them, give them their credit. We just think it's all about entertainment.
It's not easy.
We sit and we watch Funka Kindele and crush on Timini Ebusin, and you just think it ends there. It doesn't end there. They are doing more than that for us. And this podcast is a shout out to the producer, the cast, the crews. They are doing a lot for Nigeria, the society, the culture, the politics, and the economy. It's been a good job. And I will just end this podcast today. I know we've been very interesting. I can't doubt that. I can't even ask you because I know. So let me just end by making like a summary of what we have said. How has the Nollywood film industry impacted our society, politics, economy, and culture? Let me start with society. Nollywood film has reflected like some societal norms, value, and attitude, addressing issues such as family dynamics, gender role, and social injustice, which before we have not been seeing, but they have grown, and we are seeing like so many part of them. And then in the area of politics, Nollywood, they have raised awareness for political corruption, social injustice, and governance issues that have been going on that we don't even know about. We don't know about them, and we didn't even see them from news industries, medias. We just saw them from the Nollywood, and that's a big job that they did there. In terms of economy, we have looked at how they created jobs for us, revenue generations, and tourism. Then on the aspect of culture, we see how they have boosted our language, our tradition. Like I feel like
I'm proud to be a Nigerian.
Speaking Yoruba right now, even though I cannot. But they bring out the richness in it, in the cultures and the traditions, and they try to make everything beautiful, everything Nigerian.
But you know what funny aspect when it comes to anything entertainment, you be saying, I'm in Nigeria. I am happy to be Nigerian, especially during that match football. I'm happy to. But when it comes to politics, my dear, we are eager to be adopted by the Chinese.
Let me just take this medium to beg our political characters. Please, the rest of us are making us proud. It wouldn't be a bad thing for you to do that. I know that we are trying to make change, renew our hopes, but then we can do better and do it first. And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode of the Veegilant podcast, and see you next time.
Bye.